Hello everyone, this is Professor Deepika from Sai Vidya Institute of Technology of Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. Welcome you all for this video session. In the last video session, we have studied about the sustainable energy. That is the one form of sustainable energy, that is the biomass energy. And in this video session, we are going to study about the another form of sustainable energy, that is the fuel cells. So the fuel cells can also be used to enhance the power delivery in the smart grid. Like by using natural energy resources, we can generate the power, and the fuel cell also can be the another way of generating the power. So a fuel cell is an electrochemical cell that converts the chemical energy of a fuel, usually the hydrogen and an oxidization agent, oxygen, into electricity through a pair of redox reaction. So they are simply the fuels from hydrogen, natural gas, methanol, and the gasoline. So the fuels may be the hydrogen, or it may be obtained from the natural gas, methanol, and the gasoline. So they combine hydrogen and oxygen to provide the electricity with the water and heat. So therefore, when this chemical reaction happen, the electricity will be generated along with the water and the heat. So you can see in this GIF image, so we have the fuel cell chamber, and this is the anode and this is the cathode, and this is the anode and this is the cathode. So inside the anode, we are going to pass the hydrogen fuel, and through a cathode, we are going to pass the oxygen. And you can see here, so there will be a gas diffusion layer will be there, and it is basically a catalyst. So when the hydrogen molecule, when they just enter the gas diffusion layer, it is something like a catalyst. So it promotes the decomposition of the hydrogen fuel. So therefore, the hydrogen, we know that hydrogen contains only one electron in its outermost shell. So therefore, when the decomposition or when the ionization happen, one proton and one electron will be generated, and the proton which is generated from the hydrogen molecule can easily pass through the proton exchange member, but the electrons cannot be able to pass through the proton exchange member. So therefore, so we know here we are going to give the potential difference. So therefore, what happen, the electrons will be attracted towards the anode, or attracted towards the positive terminal of the cell, and hence the electrons will flow through the cell. Therefore, it produces the electricity. And again, the protons which are coming from this proton exchange member, again they'll combine with the electron. So they'll combine with the electron and they'll form a hydrogen molecule, and again the oxygen will also present over here. So therefore, the hydrogen and the oxygen molecules will combine over here, and hence the byproduct will be water and heat. Again, I'll repeat over here, the parts of this fuel cells will be the anode, and it will be having the catalyst, which is a gas diffusion layer, and there will be a proton exchange membrane will be there, and the cathode will be there. So through anode, we are going to pass the hydrogen fuel, and this hydrogen fuel, when it enters the gas diffusion layer, wherein it acts as a catalyst, and it promotes the reduction of the hydrogen molecule, or the ionization of the hydrogen molecule. Therefore, we know that hydrogen molecule contains only one electron in its outermost shell. So therefore, one electron and one protons will be generated, and through this membrane, the protons can easily pass through, but electrons can't. So therefore, these electrons will be attracted towards the positive terminal, and therefore they'll move through the external circuit, and hence they produce the electricity, because the flow of electrons is nothing but the electricity. Therefore, the electricity will be produced, and the protons which are coming from the proton exchange membrane, again they'll combine with the electrons and hence the hydrogen molecules will be formed. And now the oxygen is also supplied from the cathode. Therefore, hydrogen and oxygen molecules will combine over here, and therefore when they just combine, the byproducts will be water and the heat. So the heat will be produced, and again the water will be produced. Therefore, this fuel cells can also be used in the vehicles, and it also can be used in the smart grid for production of electricity. But the thing is only the water management system. So this is how the fuel cells are going to work. Thanks for watching the video.